we got Sanguinius, Great Angel, Warhammer 40k. Make sure you guys follow my Twitch down below. I would love to see you guys there. We stream there every single day, so make sure you guys come through for at least one of them. I would love to see you guys there. Make sure you guys pop by and say hello. Other than that, man, let's go.
It is not the descent toward...
I think, now, before we get into it, I think a lot of you guys actually wanted me to check this video out a long time ago, but I was so backed up on, like, you know, video requests and stuff like that. And, but here we are now. Let's go.
The shadow, nor the rise toward the light that makes us superior.
Okay.
It is the endless struggle between the two that greatness of character lies.
Now,
we are tested, and we do not break. We will never fall.
okay. Oh, that was quoted Sanguinius. Okay, all right. Before we even, you know, just rip the band-aid off and just scream for our lives, let me just say this real quick. We're not finna glaze Sanguinius like that. Now, Sanguinius, I do like him. At first, I didn't because, you know, it was Vulcan over everybody. But, I mean, I've grown to show this man some respect. So, you know, we're gonna give him his flowers. What about that? We're not gonna glaze him, though. The only person that deserves to glaze, the only, you know, first of all, well, the only person outside of Warhammer who deserves the glaze is Jesus. Other than that, the only person in Warhammer that deserves the glaze is my boy Vulcan. Other than that, bro, Sanguinius, I mean, we'll give him his flowers, but that's it. We're not about to, you know, sit up here and just sugarcoat and, you know, glaze him too much. No, we don't do that. Imagine glazing somebody in Warhammer. I can never.
The loyalist primarchs of his Imperium are beloved by all. Paragons of the potential of humanity, each primarch embodies a fragment of the Emperor's might.
Okay.
Though of all the primarchs, a select few are regarded, even by their brothers, with respect, or even adoration. Yet there is one primarch who was beloved by all his brothers, with only a trifle of exceptions. The noble son of the Emperor, who most embodied not only his power, but his very being.
Okay.
Sanguinius,
All right.
primarch of the 9th Legion of the Adeptus Astartes. During the scattering of the primarchs, Sanguinius would land on the radiation-soaked moon of Baal Secundus. Discovered by the tribal people inhabiting the moon's surface, they would adopt the infant primarch into the people of the pure blood. Within 3 weeks of his arrival, he had grown to the size of a large child, capable of walking and learning speech. By the year's end, he towered over the people of the blood.
So wait, Sanguinius, he's really from the trenches, though. Sanguinius is really from the hood. Like, he's really about that life for real. Okay, I mean, like, we been knew that because, like, we knew he was really skilled and stuff like that. But at the same time, I didn't know he was really from the hood. Because if you really think about it, his little the planet where he's from, the ball planet, bro, that planet looked beat up. That planet looked like, that ball, that planet looked like it's been smacked around a few times, bro. Like, for real, like. That planet looked like it's had like a few nukes just dropped on it. So at the end of the day, like, you know, forgive me for, you know, roasting the planet, but he's really from the trenches for real. You know, hey, shout out to Sanguinius.
Uniquely amongst the primarchs,
He's from the
Sanguinius bore
hood.
2 angelic wings that sprouted from his back, the origin of which is uncertain. Some claim them to be a gift bestowed by the Emperor.
That's
whilst
crazy.
The more cynical people,
See, but here's the thing. Hold on.
some claim them to be a gift bestowed by the Emperor.
But if I said that about Vulcan, well, my whole recommended is showing. But if I said that about Vulcan, though, here's the thing. If I said that about Vulcan, y'all would absolutely massacre me. Bro, y'all will put me on a tree. Let's keep it real. If I said that, oh, Vulcan was a gift from the Emperor, bro, y'all would jump me so bad. Bro, y'all know that one video, he was like, all right, hold up. Everybody, watch out. Bro, like, what are we talking about? Bro, y'all would legit, will, like, slaughter my name. Because y'all do it now. Whenever I give Vulcan a compliment, when I say that, oh, Vulcan's the GOAT, I'm not just saying that out of bias. Bro, I'm just stating facts. Don't shoot the messenger. Bro, y'all be lighting the messenger up. I'm just reading from the context. I'm reading from the books. Yo, it literally says in these Warhammer books that I don't read that Vulcan is the GOAT. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just reading from the text. Like, yo, don't shoot the messenger, yo.
The more cynical people of his Imperium would claim them to be the result of a mutation born from the radiation endured by his time on Baal Secundus. Though of all his abilities, it would become apparent that the Primarch had the gift to divine the future. Using his visions, immense psychic power, and martial prowess, Sanguinius would lead the people of the blood to defeat vast hordes of mutants which threatened their lives. With their defeat, the people of the blood would worship Sanguinius as a god, which would endure until the arrival of the Emperor. Disguising himself, the Emperor would witness Sanguinius give an impassioned speech to his people. Yet with Sanguinius' ability to divine the future, he would instantly recognize the Emperor. The great angel would fall to his knees and pledge his allegiance to his father.
Yo, one thing that I'll actually give Sanguinius, bro, he was obedient. Bro was obedient. Even though he was really powerful, that's something that you don't really see in it, like in Warhammer, bro. Like in Warhammer, even though like all the primarchs were like powerful, whatever, a lot of these primarchs, they would never bend the knee to the Emperor. A lot of these primarchs, whatever, like they would get like caught up in their ego. It's kind of like how like in real life, y'all, how you have some people who are just like really powerful, whether it's just like money wise, or whether it's like, you know, physically powerful, or you know, whether they're powerful up here in their mind. Like you have a lot of these people who they immediately go straight to the ego, and now their ego is like, you know, the steering wheel. When in reality, bro, like when that happens, when you make the ego your steering wheel, bro, you're kind of like, and I'm not saying you gotta bow down to everybody, I'm not saying that, but at the same time, you should at least have some respect and, like, you know, and really be obedient to, you know, like God. You know, you should be obedient to God. You should be obedient to you know, your family, you know, stuff like that. And again, like I said, I know some families out there are down bad. Some families are corrupt. Some families are, you know, your boyfriend or girlfriend could be toxic. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, obviously use your brain, but at the end of the day, you know, when you are powerful, when you have that much skill or that much power, bro, a lot of people tend to have their ego control their life and have their ego control a lot of these things. And I don't want to get too religious or nothing like that, but you know, people that I've seen who are really powerful but they put God first tend to make better decisions. You know, they tend to, you know, they tend to basically be more successful, and they tend to be even when they do lose, they tend to be a good sport about it. You know, people who put their ego in front and people who have their ego control everything, they tend to lash out more. They tend to be, like, you know, super selfish, when in reality, you know, being selfish is not a bad thing, but at the same time, when you are really selfish, that's nasty. That's wicked work. That's nasty work. So, you know, obviously, like, you know, everything has like its pros and cons, but at the end of the day, bro, like, one thing about Sanguinius is he's really powerful, but at the same time, he really, you know, he really obeyed the Emperor. And that's something that you don't really see a lot in Warhammer, because a lot of powerful people do not a lot of powerful, bro, Horus is a good example, bro. Horus, bro, he, you know, he thought he could be better than the Emperor. So, you know, obviously he had all 4 Chaos Gods, you know, rearrange his guts. You know, he had all 4 Chaos Gods, you know, just give him back shots. And even though he's down bad for that, even though Horus, bro, he sold his soul to 4 Chaos Gods, he's down bad, he's atrocious, bro. Like, first of all, bro, selling your soul to 4 Chaos Gods, bro, like, bro, you sold your soul, bro, for a half-eaten bag of Doritos, bro. Seriously, bro, he's down bad. The fact that he sold his soul to 4 gods, bro, you are beyond down bad. Seriously.
Abducting the greatest warriors of the people of
For
the
real.
blood, the Emperor would integrate them into the pre-existing 9th Legion of Adeptus Astartes, soon to be monikered the Blood Angels. Sanguinius would become highly regarded by all the legions of the Adeptus Astartes, even gaining the greatest respect from his brother Primarch, Horus, whom would confide in the Angel for advice. More than any Primarchs, Sanguinius and Horus would form a bond of trust and adoration. The great Angel would even convince Horus to change the name of his legion from Lunar Wolves to the Sons of Horus after being given his new title of Warmaster. With Horus even concealing his knowledge of the flaw within the Blood Angel's gene seed from the Emperor, making these events all the more tragic, considering the way in which the future would unfold. Horus would fall to the forces of chaos and begin his campaign with the keen awareness that Sanguinius was arguably his most deadly foe. Before his treachery had been revealed to the Imperium, Horus would command Sanguinius to fight the Xenos Nephilim species on the planet of Cygnus Prime. The Blood Angels would be ambushed.
Alright, y'all, we back. My bad, y'all.
Demons within the Cygnus system and become stranded. During a fierce battle against the greater demon of Khorne, Kabanda, both of Sanguinius' legs would be broken. The great angel would be comatose due to a psychic backlash caused by the activation of the Rage Fire.
Yo, bro. Yo, he had... It's not funny, but bro, he snapped Sanguinius legs. How people be eating crab legs. You know, when people and then eat the bro. I can just imagine. Because Leo, this isn't the first time Sanguinius, you know, broke some bones. I ain't mean to go there. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to go there, bro. You know what? That's my fault. As a matter of fact, you know what, bro? I take the lashes. You know, just for even bringing up that type of that wasn't even a joke. I was just bringing up something that, you know, that I knew. Bro, breaking both of his legs. He can't play basketball for like a few years. Bro, they didn't de-roast his legs.
A device constructed by Fabius Bile of the Emperor's Children and employed by Erebus of the Word Bearers. The device would cause the gene seed curse of the Blood Angels, the Black Rage, to erupt. With their Primarch unconscious, the Blood Angels would tear each other limb from limb. With the intervention of the Ninth Legion's librarians, Sanguinius would be restored. Battling the Greater Demon in a second duel, Sanguinius would slay Kabanda and banish it into the Warp. With the demon's leader banished, Sanguinius led his forces into the Chaos Fortress on Signus, known as the Cathedral of the Mark. Therein, Kyrus the Perverse, Keeper of Secrets and Demon of Slanesh, would offer to cure the Blood Angels of their curse, should Sanguinius sacrifice himself unto the Rage Fire.
I ain't doing that. What? Into the Rage Fire? To the Rage Fire? Are you sick? Yo, are you like cuckoo for cuckoo? Yo, we're not, yo, there's no way he did that. There's no way.
Sanguinius decided to accept the bargain. But before his pact would become binding, Blood Angel Apothecary Meros would sacrifice himself before his Primarch could act.
Oh, that's nice.
Transforming him into the Red Angel.
Oh.
Enraged, Sanguinius would slay Kyrus and swear vengeance upon Horus for the loss of his noble son.
Wait.
And swear vengeance upon Horus.
So Sanguinius crashed out and said, man, what are you doing? Sliced them up and was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna get my revenge. Yo. Okay, bet, okay.
The loss of his noble son.
I would never did that in the first place.
Reeling from the catastrophic events of Signus, Sanguinius would set course for Terra. His journey altered by a ruin storm, orchestrated by Erebus, would make communication and travel throughout the Imperium near impossible. His legion would arrive on the Ultramarines' homeworld of Macragge, and meet with Primarch Rebute Guilliman. Fearing Holy Terror to be lost, reluctantly Sanguinius would accept the title of the new Emperor Regent of the newly founded Imperium Secundus, with the support of Lionel Johnson and Guilliman. Plagued by prophetic visions of his death at the hands of Horus, the great angel would be confronted by the stowaway Primarch Conrad Curze.
Y'all know I don't like this dude. Y'all know I hate this dude, bro. But here's the thing. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Bro, and I'm feeling good, yo. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say nothing to him. I'm not about to crash out. I'm not about to make fun of his looks. I'm not about to call him a school threat. I'm not about to just make fun of him, right? We're going to leave him alone for this video. But let me just say this. This bum is always in somebody's business. This school threat is always in somebody's. He always trying to do something. And you wonder why nobody like you. You always trying to jab at somebody's business. Bro, move out the way. He's like a boss that nobody likes in a video game. Nobody likes you. Get out the way, bro. Bro, we got to get rid of you. Bro, we use you for XP. You are not of value. People beat up on you for fun. We don't like you, bro. Yo, the only thing that he got that's of value is his armor. That's the only thing that looks good. Yo, that's the only thing that, I promise you that's the only compliment that I'll give him. Other than that, bro, we don't value you. Bum, get out the way. Always in somebody's business. Are you not entertained? What do you do like all day? You just in somebody's business.
Confirming his own visions of the angel's death, Curze would inquire as to why Sanguinius still remained loyal to the Emperor, with the knowledge that it would lead to his demise. Sanguinius urged his brother that it was not too late for him to return to the Emperor's group.
It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. See, Sanguinius is too nice, bro. You gotta let it go. You gotta put your foot on your neck. It's too late. Sanguinius, bro, shout out to you, but it's too late. I said it's too late to apologize. It's too late, bro. Look at his face. Yo, he's been a Gotham. Yo, he's been a Batman villain since he came out the womb. Look at his face. Bro's in literal school threat. He has blood. Sorry, not blood. He got ketchup and hot sauce on his nails. YouTube, it's fruit punch. It's ketchup and hot sauce. It's not the BLOOD word. It's not that. Bro, he got ketchup and hot sauce on his nails. Look at him. Sanguinius, shout out to you for trying to bring bro to the good side, but it's too late. Once you're over there, you're over there.
Race. Curze would state that chaos was all there would be, not just for himself, but every man, woman, and child in the coming future. Setting off an explosive to mask his escape, he would eventually be recaptured by the Lion. Sanguinius would preside over Curze's trial, and would eventually determine to end his life.
Get rid of him.
The Lion would demand to instead become his jailer. Curze believed his death would come at the hands of an assassin sent by the Emperor, which the Lion deduced meant that their father still lived. The primarchs would pool their resources and attempt to breach the ruin storm. Sanguinius would suffer the beginning stages of the Black Rage, fueled by the visions of his own death. A preternatural vision would lead Sanguinius to travel to the planet of Davin, the world in which Horus began his path of corruption to the forces of chaos.
Yo, if I'm Sanguinius, bro, I gotta get rid of him right now. I'm sorry. Yo, I'll hire assassins. I'll hire whatever, bro. Bro, pockets big deep. Pockets, yo, deeper than the Pacific Ocean. I gotta get rid of him ASAP right now.
The primarchs would find evidence of a mass drop pod assault on the planet's surface. Sanguinius, Guilliman, the Lion, and their prisoner Conrad Curze would discover a ruin, the Temple of the Serpent's Lodge. Inside, they would find the altar wherein the fell ritual had been conducted by Erebus on the Warmaster. Their presence would trigger warp storms to bellow forth and create a portal, dragging Sanguinius away from the temple. He would see himself on the surface of Terra in a vast, beautiful garden within the Imperial Palace. With his brother Lorgar's corpse at his feet, he would observe the remaining traitor primarchs bound in chains. His father
Real quick.
would observe the remaining traitor primarchs.
Yo, if I was him, I'd be so sick. Imagine like walking around, bro. People are just looking at you and you're thinking, oh snap, I must be like really attractive. And then otherwise, but whenever you really like, sit down and think about it, they're actually just trying to read what's on your face. They probably thought that you got like pranked or something. Like they probably thought that you got hazed or something in college. Like imagine walking around. There's people that imagine walking around. You're walking and people's looking at you and they're like, and you're thinking it's like a compliment because they're really trying to like really like look at your looks. Turns out they just try to read like what's on your face. Yo, I'd be so sick. He got an entire Edgar Allan Poe just novel on his face. I'll be sick to my stomach, literally. Bro, I'm crashing out. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. Yo, if he became a villain, it's justified. Cause here's the thing, I bet he tried to wash his face so many times and he couldn't get it off. Didn't remove a word. As a matter of fact, I mean, while he was washing his face, he fixed a couple mistakes. Cause man, I'll be so sick if I was him. Look at him. Man, bro. Man.
Marks, bound in chains. His father, the Emperor, congratulating him on his victory and bestowing the title of the Emperor's Regent to his son. He would lead a campaign to purge the galaxy of the remaining traitors to his Imperium, and eventually become the ruler of the galaxy. Sanguinius would see through the deception of the vision and cut through the visage of the Emperor, revealing it to be the demon known as Medael. Sanguinius and Medael would duel, Medael unleashing lesser demon hordes through the portal, preventing the Lion and Guilliman from breaking through to aid their brother. Overpowering the angel, Medea would bargain with Sanguinius. Deeming Horus to be an unworthy vessel of chaos, he would offer to aid Sanguinius in killing his brother and taking the mantle of Warmaster for himself. Added to the bargain, Medea would cure the blood angels of their curse. Refusing, the great angel would impale the greater demon with his weapons, the blade in Carmine and spear of Telesto. With the demon's banishment, the temple collapsed, and Davin would crumble. In its place, a breach in the warp storm would appear, leading directly to Holy Terror. The Alpha Legion would blockade the breach, with Guilliman and the Lion distracting the 20th Legion, allowing the Great Angel to pass through. Taking Curze as his prisoner, Sanguinius ventured through the breach. Once through, Sanguinius revealed that he would release Conrad Curze, sealing him within a stasis coffin and jettisoning the Primarch into space. Knowing it might be millennia until his brother would be found, Sanguinius would tell him that fate would catch up with him eventually. Perhaps the Night Haunter's vision of the death at the hands of the assassin may well come true.
Yo, not see, Curze, this is how I know you a loser, yo. Yo, if a girl like this, bro, pulled up to me with this figure, GG's. Bro, yo, I'm legit, like, before she even try to, like, you know, get her bag off, because she is an assassin, so, like, she technically has to kill me. Yo, before she can even pull out a weapon to try to, like, get rid of me, bro, I'll be like, wait, what's your name, baby? She could be like, because, you know, like, she don't got, like, no mouth, like, she talking like Kevin from South Park. She, what's your name, baby? Oh, okay. You Brittany. Okay, bet. You know you don't gotta do this, right? Like, bro, I would like see. I would play with her head, y'all. You know you don't gotta do this, right? You know there's another way. You know you don't gotta be in that lifestyle. You don't have to do that lifestyle no more. You don't have to take no more lives anymore. You know, why would you take my life when you can take my last name? See that one right there? Come on, man. That one right there. When I give that to her, when I give her that ultimatum, GG's. When I say, hey, babe, you know, why you gotta take my life when I could just, when you can take my last name? See, when I do that, see, it's levels to this game. See, I was never even taught this type of game. I kind of was born with it. There's levels to this game. Because now when I give her that ultimatum, she could be like, And she's really thinking. See, now her noodle was, all the wheels in her brain, they're turning right now. They're like, maybe he's right. And before she even thinks about even trying to make a decision, I'm gonna get close to her and I'm gonna hug her. Just in case she tries to attack me, she won't even, I'm gonna give her like a big bear hug. Come on, girl. You don't gotta do this no more. Put the weapon down. She gonna slowly put the sword down or put the Glock down. Glock put the switch down. She can put whatever down. Whatever weapon she got, she gonna drop it right there. No, I'm gonna let go. You ain't gonna do nothing, right? So as I let go, because you know I'm talking to her with that deep voice. So when I let go, you ain't gonna do nothing, right? And so when I let go and I back up off her, I'm like, see, it was that easy. Now it's just time for you to take my last name. I'm gonna get on one knee. Will you marry me? And then she gonna, yes. And then I'm gonna put the ring on her, and we will live happily ever after. See, it's levels to this game that y'all don't understand, bro. At that point, I just escaped death, and I escaped with a wife that just tried to murder me. Come on, man, let's stop playing.
Arriving on Terra, Sanguinius would meet with Rogel Dawn, Jagatai Khan, and Malkator the Sigillite. The assembled defenders of Holy Terror would strategize on how to combat the oncoming forces of chaos. The Great Angel's arrival would also be used as a symbol for the Imperium to rally behind. His deific visage boosting the morale of the soon-to-be-tested defenders of the throne. His visions would show him the events of the battles from the perspective of his traitorous brother primarchs. As the months of war waged on, Sanguinius believed that the defenses would soon falter and that he must confront his destiny in battling Horus directly. Leading the final defense of the Imperial Palace, Sanguinius would battle the reborn Greater Demon of Kabanda, banishing it once more.
Damn, he's just fighting the same battles over and over again.
Injured from this battle and weary from his vigil, Sanguinius would then board the vengeful spirit at the side of his father and Rogel Dawn. Separated from the Emperor, Sanguinius would face Horus Lupercal alone. Attempting to redeem his brother, the angel would remind Horus of their past friendship.
And that was your demise right there. That's your demise right there, bro. You too busy trying to be sentimental. And that's why you died. Respectfully, though. Respectfully. See, and guess what? And that was his problem. See, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with trying to, like, get people to, there's nothing wrong with trying to get people to the good side. Especially, in real life, bro, when you're a human and you see somebody mess up and you might think, oh, well, they're older. So, and they're still messing up. They should know better. You know what, man? Some people don't know better, and if you try to, plant that seed, by telling them about God and stuff like that, bro, maybe they will come around. They may not come around tomorrow or the day after, but bro, bro, God works in mysterious ways, bro. So you never know. Like, just dropping that seed could just be enough to make them think, even while they're going crazy, doing all these diabolical things. It could try to, that seed can, them thinking about what you said to them about, change, turn their life around and about God and stuff like that, that can definitely, I don't know, that can, not haunt them, but it can, haunt them in a good way. It can make them be like, dang, man, you know what, maybe he was right. Maybe I should try to get close to God. Maybe I should, read my Bible more. Maybe I should just let go of all these things that I think that will satisfy me, when in reality it won't. And here's the thing, y'all, I'm talking, I'm not talking from a place of oh, I know everything. No, bro, bro, I lived a life of making a bunch of mistakes. I wasn't harming people, but at the same time, I was harming myself, not thinking that, a lot of the things that I'm doing is healthy for me. It's not healthy for me. As a matter of fact, a lot of things that I was doing, I was doing what you guys were probably doing, and again, I'm not coming from a place of oh, I'm better than you. I'm not, bro. As a matter of fact, I'm still trying my best not to go back and do those things, because it's not good for your soul. It's not good. You may think it may satisfy you. You may think that hitting up a random girl and going crazy with her is satisfying you, but in reality, it won't really. You may think that, bro, I'm a young man, bro. I keep it real, bro. There's some times where, I try to, hit up, whatever. Oh, let's link. Let's da-da-da-da. But in reality, I kind of have to take a step back and be like, oh, you know what, man? I came this far. I'm not, and I'm human. I'm probably going to make a mistake in the future, which I'm probably going to make a mistake today. I'm human. I'm bound to make mistakes, but it's all about the intent. It's all about trying to get better. And I feel like, there's some people, bro, who, I don't want to say they're too far gone, but they have to make that decision of, turning their life around. With the whole horror situation, bro, let's keep it real for what it is. His mindset was already set. His mindset was already yo, I'm trying to take out everybody, the Emperor. I'm trying to take out the Emperor. I'm trying to take out whatever. His mindset was already set. Sanguinius, you can't, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing, right? I think I've seen, it wasn't a quote, but I think I seen a video of this guy saying that, hey, you can show motivational videos to a person all day long and they can be motivated, but at the end of the day, if they don't actually move, then them motivational videos, the advice that you're giving them, it's not worthless. But it's not, if they're not gonna really use it and really move, then there's no point. With Horus, bro, his mindset was already set up. Not saying that Sanguinius, him trying to make him, change or whatever, or him trying to at least, Sanguinius, he was trying, which I respect, but bro, you're trying against somebody who's already got their mind set up, and you can't do anything. At that point, you cannot do nothing. There's nothing you could do. They have their mind set up. At that point, bro, you got to fight for your survival. And to keep it real, I mean, that's what led to his demise, bro.
But Horus would refuse to listen.
I mean,
the two would battle, with Sanguinius landing only a glancing strike on Horus, creating a dent within his mass of ceramite armor. This battle would enmesh itself within the Imperium's history as its darkest
I wonder
hour.
if he's gonna say it.
The Warmaster would wound Sanguinius with the blades of the Talon of Horus.
Is he gonna say it?
End his life with a psychic barrage.
Okay, no. Okay, wait. Okay, I heard. Okay, this is what I heard. I heard that Sanguinius and Horus, they was going back and forth, just tit for tat, whatever, But I think Sanguinius was actually winning, and he was actually giving Horus the beats. But then I think Sanguinius actually took it easy on him a little bit, or he actually tried to. I think he tried to do like that. Y'all know that, y'all know that thing that always happens in the movies where like the good guy goes crazy on the evil dude, but then tries to give him a second chance, and then like the bad guy turns up real quick and just like goes crazy on him, like because like the good guy let his guard down. You ever see that before? I'm pretty sure that happened right here. Like I'm pretty sure Sanguinius was actually giving Horus the beats, and then I forgot how it transitioned, but then I think Horus actually won after that.
Ensuring the angel's death would be the most painful and
Yeah,
malicious
he didn't go more into depth with it
that his benefactors of chaos could administer.
I thought he was going to go more in depth into it. I'm
the
gonna keep it real.
Emperor, Horus and his rebellion would be destroyed. The great angel's body would be taken back to Holy Terror by Rogel Dawn, and with the heresy over,
Hey, is this AI,
Sanguinius
y'all?
would be laid to rest within a
Or is
resplendent
this a real guy's
golden
voice?
sarcophagus.
I can't tell.
Later interred on his homeworld of Baal. And so it was that they fought, the angel and the beast. Titanic must have been that struggle between those two gods amongst men.
Who is this?
Long must they have rained blows upon one another, until it seemed that the life of the universe itself hung in the balance. Yet, Sanguinius was vested. Even as the blade of death waited to strike him, Sanguinius would not turn from the path of light. Thus, it was that Sanguinius passed from this world. He who was everything a man should be was taken from us by the darkness. 1,000 times 1,000 years of lamenting will never atone for our...
But also, y'all, let's keep it real for what it is. Sanguinius technically won, though. So, like, Sanguinius, like, bro, like, if we're talking about straight up fighting and skill, bro, Sanguinius, bro, he gave that man a straight up 69 hit combo from Mortal Kombat. Flawless victory. But then Horus had to cheat. He had to use like all four power from like the Chaos God, y'all. So let's keep it real for what it is. Sanguinius technically won, and then Horus popped the sensual beam and went crazy. So
us.
It's
When
not
the
funny.
armor of your faith is buckled and torn, see in your mind that magnificent hero.
Bro, activated
Think
takeover.
upon his deeds and be humble, for his like will never walk the galaxy again. This has been a tale of the great...
Hey man, shout out to what's it called? The remembrancer? The remembrancer. Shout out to him. I think I reacted to like a few of these videos before, y'all, but if y'all enjoyed this one, man, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, your boy is live right now on Twitch. Make sure you guys come through. I'm playing some Fortnite, some Fortnite, and I would love to see you guys then. Other than that, man, I'm gonna see y'all later. For next one, I'm out. Peace out, everybody.